I called the doctor and I'm like, "Listen, something is wrong here because I'm having terrible thoughts of myself and I'm not I love myself, I know that. So something is wrong." And he's like, "No, you have to let the medication do its job." And I'm like, "I don't think it's doing its job, dude. I'm, like, feeling worse off." Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm in my car every day crying and I hate myself. Like, I don't like what I see in the mirror. And he's
Yeah.
like, "No, you're just not giving it enough time. Sometimes it takes months." And I'm like, "No, this is kicking in, and I'm telling you, it's doing the opposite thing to me where
Mhm.
something's gonna happen." And, I was just like, "You know what? Screw it." And I tried to stop taking that medication cold turkey, but then I got, like, ill from it, like, sick, and then
Wow.
I was like, "Holy crap." So then I had to cut the pill in half, and then I had to cut it in 4s and just take corner pieces at a time till I finally stopped taking it.
I just love your kind of from the heart stories, personal stories. I've noticed that you put those in these podcasts and these interviews, and I really love them, and you do such a good job explaining your experience. I think that really speaks to people. I haven't been through anything like that, but when you hear it, you're just like blown away. And then how can the doctor, guide you that way, and not listen to what you're saying and not understand? But I think that is more like the usual experience people have. It interests me a lot in this space, and I hope at some point we get to hear about the part of your story of like what was it the root cause of that? What do you did you come eventually to realize what may have been at the root cause of your sadness and crying and difficulty coping with life? Because there probably was something that was
Yeah,
going on.
I think, my friend actually I was, like, working out and stuff, and, I love fitness, and that's, like, my outlet because I did work a lot, I worked 7 days a
Mhm.
week, 17, 18-hour days, like,
Okay.
really a lot of stress,
Hmm.
and, I was working out telling I'd just be, like, a mess, and he said, "I think your hormones are jacked up." And I was like, "My hormones?" He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And at that moment, I started to learn, like, maybe my hormones are messed up. I'm like, "What is that?" You know? I didn't even know what that was. I'm from a small
Right.
town. We didn't talk about those things. We didn't
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
Right.
you you went to the doctor and you took a pill. That's what you did. You didn't
Mhm,
talk about all
mhm,
these other things that could have been.
mhm,
But that's what I did, and I started investigating what are hormones, and how can my hormones be messed up? And then I went to a clinic, and, they did some blood work, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, your hormones are all jacked up." And I was like, "What?" And then I started hormone replacement therapy, bioidentical hormones,
mhm.
and that really helped me, and it really helped me. I was like, "Wow, I feel like a different person." I'm
Yeah,
like,
this is
"Okay."
working. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is working. The other thing
yeah.
didn't work.